Hey guys! So today I want to ask all of you a question, and that is, what is adventure to you? When I decided to get a van and start traveling and documenting my travels on YouTube, I had to kind of ask myself that question. And I started out with a different channel name than what I have now, which is Artful Outdoor Adventures. But sometimes I feel like people don't necessarily consider what I do adventure, and I do. To me, I'm on an adventure. So I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, what do you guys think? What is adventure? How would you define it? Because I think we all define it differently. Is there risk involved? Does it have to be sort of adrenaline pumping and, like extreme sports or something like that? Does the fear factor have to kick in? Gosh, I don't think so myself. I do sometimes think it requires getting outside your comfort zone. Would you agree? For me, I need this sense of exploration and wonder, but not everybody does. What's adventure to me is going to be different for someone else. I think it kind of requires a little of all those things in certain amounts, and that's going to be different for each person. Like for me, I had to overcome my fear of driving when I started this. For years, I didn't like to drive. I still, if I go a long period without driving, have to it's like starting over again. I get extreme anxiety when it comes to driving. But my desire to get out and explore and to see and do new things and to be out in nature amongst different types of terrain, it outweighed my fears in the sense that I was willing to face them and do that. And I have not regretted it. Being out on the road has awakened my sense of adventure. It has at times got the adrenaline flowing. I mean, when I'm driving and I have anxiety, that's adrenaline, trust me. There are times I'll catch myself just gripping the steering wheel, especially if I'm on curves or something I'm not used to. When I got the Jeep, which I have now, just getting off road, I'm still trying to get used to that. And it gets my adrenaline pumping when I'm not sure how well my Jeep's gonna go through something. It can be a little scary for me, but it is adventure. But I don't think adventure requires taking extreme risk. Like standing on the edge of a cliff. I see so many stories about YouTubers and Instagrammers trying to get that perfect photo and end up dying because they've taken a risk that did not pay off. I don't think adventure has to be stupidity. I do think it requires, a sense of fun, and I think it requires a sense of newness, like exploring something new, learning about a certain region and new cultures. And I think there's a sense of play and exploration. Whenever I'm in a new territory, new type of terrain, when I'm hiking or whatever, if it's somewhere I've never been before, never experienced before, there's this sense of awe and discovery as I'm walking or driving, and I see the shape you know, like a plateau, you know, where, you know, I'm learning about the terrain of this country as I drive and how different it can be from region to region. And that's been wonderful and an adventure. But does adventure require travel? I don't think it does. I think every day we wake up, there's a sense of adventure, and that we don't know what's going to happen that day. Life can change in an instant, and we face each day with courage, with that knowledge. And if we really embrace our sense of adventure, we can find everything I described that traveling brings right in our own area. Sometimes our backyard. If we're gardeners, it can be, you know, a little seedling that pops up that we didn't plant, that a bird brought in. If we're cooks, it can be the chance to try a new food or cooking technique or something like that. To me, that's maybe a little smaller, but they're adventures, you know. And because adventure is fun, you know, it involves play, I think, and exploration and discovery as a result. As an artist, we're often experimenting, and there's this little thing we call happy accidents, and that's where something unexpected comes out of that experimentation. And, you know, we learn something new, you know, and then eventually take it and it can become our signature style or whatever. It's art definitely can be described as adventure. And, you know, to me, life is art. Art is adventure. And that's kind of what I want to express through my channel. We can find adventure everywhere and face each day with an adventurous spirit. When we add travel to the mix, it awakens our inner nomad, I think, and gets us closer to that primal spirit that we kind of lose, you know, as we became a civilization, us humans. You know, we just kind of got conditioned to live in our little boxes and amongst social norms, that it isn't until we get away from all that that we start realizing how unnatural it all feels. And so that's why I love traveling and hiking, getting out in the wonders of nature while wandering. And that requires getting outside my comfort zone. So I want to know, what is adventure to you? Please leave a comment and let me know. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me in my adventures. Bye, guys.